Right guys, what's going on? Welcome to the video. Today what we're going to be doing is running the Gateshead Marathon. As some of you will be aware, you follow along through my shorts, through TikTok, all them sorts of things. I've been training to do the Gateshead Marathon today. Training's gone all right, and we're just heading out the door now to get up there. So I'm looking forward to getting this out the way, if I'm honest. I feel like I've been training for it for absolutely ever. And there's only really one thing left to do, and that's to just go up there and get a good race in. Now, this morning and last night, I obviously made sure I was prepped and ready to go. Made sure I had all my kit out, gels, hydrated, ate loads of carbohydrates yesterday to try and just get something banked up, ready for this run this morning. And then this morning, what I'm going to do is get something to eat on the way there. So the race doesn't start until 9. It's like 6:30 now. I'm heading up there with plenty of time, so I'm going to get some food in me now, keep hydrated, all them sorts of things. I've also got a Monster, which is going to hit different, I think. So there's plenty to do, plenty to talk about. My nerves are settling a little bit now. Now I'm out the door and I'm sort of heading up there by myself. But just this morning I was just like, don't know how this is going to go today, you know, because the training plan itself hasn't been 100%. We had an injury which was like slap bang in the middle of like my peak week, where I needed to hit some big splits and some big runs, and there was just nothing I could do. I could barely run on it. I had to just take a full week off actually running. I still did a bit of light sort of work in terms of strength training and stuff like that to try and like help recovery, but all in all, it wasn't the best of weeks for training. So hopefully, despite them little niggles and complications, we can still go up here and do a pretty good run. Now, the aim originally was 3 hours, or as close to it as possible. I think I'm being a bit optimistic to be going for that now. I'm still going to set off at that pace, and we'll just see what we can do. Might have to drop it down a little bit, but we'll see how we get on. We're going to get some petrol now and get some food in, and then I'll catch up with you in a little bit. So guys, what we've got is a lovely bacon and egg baguette. Now, this isn't ideal, however, it will give me some carbohydrates. So I'm very happy about that, and it is delicious, but it is not a bagel, peanut butter and jam, which is probably the most ideal breakfast for what I'm about to do. We're going to get this down. I'm going to travel up there. We've got about 45 minutes or something like that. So we're going to get up there, get parked, get ready, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Right guys, we've arrived in the lovely Gateshead. Anyone that's been here will know that it's not the most ideal place. I've parked in an industrial estate which is pretty close to the stadium, so we've got about a 15 to 20 minute walk down there, and it's a lot colder than what I thought it was. But I'm going to get my stuff on. I'm going to have a little bimble down, use the toilet, drop my bag off, and then see what happens. I'm going to take you along the way. I'm going to switch to the phone a little bit now and just get what I can, see if I'm hanging enough, or if I'm like, I don't even have a clue what I'm on about. I'll try and get some videos on my phone, but if I'm hanging, then I might struggle to get some stuff, because I'll probably have to sort of dig deep in that. But I'll do my best to get as much content as I can for you, and I'll show you what it's all about. Let's get on with it, because I'm starting to get cold. It's actually freezing. I wasn't expecting it to be this cold today, like, especially after the weather we've had the last couple of days. I'm evaluating whether to run in me 3/4 zip or not, but I think it's a bad idea. I think we stick to the plan, running a t-shirt, half tight shorts, because obviously when you start running you get a little bit warmer. But I've got a little bit of a walk on my hands here now. I'm just on the closed road bit, so it's all blocked off. So this bit that I'm actually walking is part of the route, which is good. So I'm getting a little bit of an insight into what I'm going to be doing, because I don't actually know the route at all, really. So it should be interesting. Right guys, so we're just about to get started now. Time to get into the warm-up. So guys, it is the next day. Let's have a little bit of a chat about what happened yesterday. First of all, I am extremely happy with the results. I knew 3 hours was going to be a bit adventurous given the injuries that I had and the disruption just to the training plan. But even if I'd done them runs that I missed, I don't think I would have been prepared enough to hit 3 hours for them latter stages of the race. There needs to be a bit more work done in terms of mileage, in terms of speed work at them latter stages of the age to keep that pace going. But yesterday, Gateshead Marathon, just to give my sort of reflection on it, I ran 3 hours 14 minutes, which was around about 7-19 minutes per mile. The first 14, 15, even 16 mile flew by, and it felt like I was just cruising. Like heart rate was about 150. So I was nice and steady. I didn't feel any sort of niggles, any pains. The legs were absolutely fine. And then around about mile 16.5, I started just to feel it start to creep in, a little bit of fatigue in the legs. So I was obviously taking calories, gels and stuff like that. But slowly over time, I was working a lot harder physically to keep the pace that I needed to keep to get that sub 3. And by mile 20, I sort of knew that sub 3 was probably going to be out of reach. So I slowed it down a little bit and I said to myself, let's go for plan B, let's go sub 3:15 and just try and hang in there as much as I can. So I hung in there, kept it around 7:30 pace, and then slowly as we got up to like mile 23, the pace dropped even further down to about 8:30, and this is where I just really started to struggle, and you could tell the lack of preparation and training for them latter stages of the race started to settle in. I just couldn't take in enough calories. I was starting to get lightheaded and I was just depleted, massively depleted. Well, by the time we got to mile 25, which was a sort of uphill battle to the end of the race, I was just in no man's land. I was starting to feel lightheaded, and all I was saying to myself was just get this last mile done. Just get this last mile done. I'll have put some clips on the screen so you could have seen me coming across the finish line, but I just needed food, I think. I don't think I ate enough food on the morning. I know I had that little baguette that I got from Greg's, but it's only 400 and something calories, something like that. I don't think that was enough, if I'm honest. My belly was grumbling, but we got through, we came through. I think the official time was 3:14:36, so sub 3:15, I'm very happy with. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done if I want to achieve that sub 3 hours. A lot more mileage. I need to up the mileage in the week, and up the runs, the amount of runs a week, the frequency of running, if I want to get to there. But I'm happy. 39th overall out of 400 and something, and then 20th in my age category, which is not too bad, because it hasn't been an ideal training plan, a training block. There's been some ups and downs, and there was definitely some ups and downs in that race. But it's done now. I've got some aches and pains this morning. I struggled to sleep a little bit last night. My legs were just in disarray, but we got the job done. We got a new PB, 3:14, happy days. I actually nearly PB'd my half marathon. I ran the half in 1:28:50 or something like that. My PB for my half marathon is 1:28:19. So I think if I'd have done the half marathon yesterday, I was in a bit more better of a state to PB a half marathon yesterday. I think I could have got about 1:25 maybe in a half, which would have been crazy. So maybe I'll look at doing a half soon. I've got the Great North Run in September, but that's a way. But yeah, happy with the results from yesterday, and it's on to the next one. Thank you all for watching. I'm just out with the dog trying to get a bit of active recovery in, so I will catch you all in the next one. Stay tuned. Cheers for watching.